Hello people! Recently I told you that the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra will receive a significantly improved telephoto lens with 3x zoom. Today we have more details about this new camera. According to the Insider Ice universe, the Galaxy S24 Ultra will be equipped with a 50 megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. It is reported that a larger 1 to 2.52-inch camera sensor will be used in it, perhaps from the SLH-M5. Compared to the 1 to 3.52-inch sensor with a resolution of 10 megapixels used in the Galaxy S23 Ultra. It is believed that thanks to the larger size and higher resolution, the Galaxy S24 Ultra will provide excellent image quality even with a non-native level of magnification, such as 5x. This new sensor can also allow the Galaxy S24 Ultra to shoot 8K video at a speed of 30 frames per second with the help of a telephoto lens, which is not possible with current Samsung phones. The insider claims that Samsung will actively promote the improved quality of the Galaxy S24 Ultra zoom camera, in promo materials. The new camera's sensor can also improve image quality at 3x zoom in low light conditions compared to the Galaxy S23 Ultra and previous Samsung flagships, where quite often at 3x zoom the phone uses the main camera, not the telephoto. It is not yet known whether the camera will get to the basic models of the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus, but it is unlikely that Samsung will simultaneously update the zoom camera on all three phones in the Galaxy S24 series, but in any case, I will keep you posted. Therefore, be sure to subscribe to the channel here, as well as in our Telegram, where I promptly post the most interesting information. The link to the Telegram channel is in the description. Also, we have a new rumor that the Galaxy S24 Ultra will get an updated display. According to Ice Universe, the Galaxy S24 Ultra will be designated an updated display. Now, the insider has not revealed what exactly will be the update. We expect that it will be a new OLED panel M13 with a higher peak brightness. The Galaxy S23 Ultra reaches a maximum brightness of 1750 nits, while competing phones from Apple, Oppo and Xiaomi have a peak brightness of more than 2000 nits. This is the area where Samsung needs an obvious upgrade in order not to lag behind competitors. Most smartphone brands have stopped at the QHD Plus resolution for their flagship phones, and the accuracy of color rendering and refresh rate on the flagships have already reached a level at which the improvement will not be noticeable for most people. Although, of course, the figure of 144 Hz will have some effect, but in practice, the difference will not be large. Thus, the only area in which smartphone brands, as expected, will bring improvements next year is the peak screen brightness for better visibility on the street. It is expected that the Galaxy S24 series will use the 13th generation Samsung AMOLED panel called M13, which is thinner and has improved energy efficiency and image quality. There are rumors that the basic Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus will be equipped with an LTPO display that can work at a frequency of 1 to 120 Hz to increase energy efficiency. It is expected that both phones will have 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of built-in memory. The Galaxy S24 Plus can also get a slightly larger battery. Last year, there were rumors that Samsung will equip the Galaxy S23 with satellite communication for emergency calls and messages, similar to the iPhone 14. However, this did not happen, and the Galaxy S23 does not have satellite communication for emergency calls. However, next year Samsung can introduce satellite communication on its phones. In an interview with Yonhap News, Lee Kyung-ho, the Minister of Science and Technology of South Korea, said that next year domestic smartphone brands will launch this service that provides data transfer between 5G phones and satellites. Since Samsung is the only major smartphone brand in South Korea after LG closed its smartphone branch, in fact, there are no other options except that Samsung will introduce satellite communication for its phones next year. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, used in Samsung phones released this year, can be connected to a low Earth orbit satellite for emergency calls and messages. However, the Galaxy S23 or 5.5 do not have satellite communication. Earlier this year, Samsung explained that the satellite communication ecosystem has not yet matured, and they will wait for the ecosystem to improve before introducing a new function. They say that the South Korean company works with Iridium Communications, which has a satellite on a low Earth orbit for emergency communication. At the moment, only Huawei phones have satellite communication in the Android ecosystem. Two-way satellite communication for emergency communication allows phones to connect to satellites on a low Earth orbit to send calls and messages when there is no mobile network nearby. This allows you to save users and provide emergency assistance when they are lost in an area where there is no cellular communication. Last week, Samsung finally released a beta version of One UI 6.0 based on Android 14 for the Galaxy S23 series in Germany, South Korea, and the United States. Now the company has confirmed that it will release a beta version of One UI 6.0 next month for additional countries. Samsung mentioned on its website that the beta version of One UI 6.0 will be launched in China, India, Poland, and Great Britain. The launch of the beta program in these countries is not a surprise, because it was the same last year with the beta update of One UI 5.0. Although the company does not say when these 4 countries will get access to the beta version of One UI 6.0, there is a chance that the release may take place later this week. Every time a South Korean company releases a second beta version of One UI 6.0 in Germany, South Korea, and the United States, the same update may be released as the first beta update. One UI 6.0 in China, India, Poland, and Great Britain. About how to install the beta version of One UI 6.0 and what you need to know about it, I wrote in our Telegram channel. If you are interested, follow the link in the description or through the search box, look for Technogary, we will be the first. Well, for today I have everything. Thank you very much to those who watched the video to the end, you are just handsome.
That's it.